So she is... Shame. Hope everything's okay. I'll check in with her later. Not that I can do much from all the way here, but shame still. Anyway, yeah, so he continues and he says that these goblins each wear a stylized wooden ant mask. And you will soon see that they mark the perimeter of their territory with, and he pauses for a second, with the heads and skulls of their enemies, whether it be humanoids or beasts.
So what is your suggestion, Shago?
Well, it's not a bad place to go through. We just have to be careful. There are roughly 40 goblins. It's run by Queen Grabstab. Then there are about 24 adult goblins and around 15 children. They do, for the most part, welcome in travelers, but it is just best to be careful. It's safer in a sense going through the village. I'm still not 100% sure where we are heading. You only gave me a general direction. But yes.
Perhaps if Dante and Shago took the lead, Dante, I think, would be welcome there.
Yes, I was about to ask more about their specific customs. Like you said, be careful about what specifically. Just, are there any rules we should know about? Have you been there before?
Been there 3 times. Once with just one traveler, and he tried to steal from them.
Still what?
I'm not entirely sure. It was at night. I was sleeping. Next thing I heard, there was a very big commotion. Goblins all screaming, saying thief. And then he got locked up in a box. And I was told to leave. I'm pretty sure he ended up most probably being dinner.
But they did not outright kill him. You did not witness that.
Immediately, no. They have interesting ways of dealing with their enemies. They will sometimes tie them to trees and pour honey all over them, and then have their insects have a go at them.
Is that how they get their name, I assume?
Gives a chuckle. Yes and no. The little village, they have 3 anthills. That the little village is situated between. And they're quite big. They stand about 8 feet high, these anthills. And they're, as far as I know, like connected by tunnels. And they use these ants in combat as far as I know.
How big are they?
I have actually never seen the ants, to be honest.
Well, but like you said it yourself, you don't actually know where we're heading, and like specifically, and neither do we. Maybe the goblins. What was the tribe called again? And
The goblins,
yeah, the tribe.
they
What
are called the biting ant tribe
fighting ant tribe?
of Batiri goblins.
Maybe they can assist us. Maybe they know something. Maybe they have information. I'd like to meet them.
Well, then,
If none of the others object, of course, and wants to take the detour.
no, we can definitely go. And then he gets everything ready, picks up everything that needs to be picked up, and he starts heading out. The place, the little village that we are going to, it is called Yeli Ark. That is their little village name. Let me drag you over. It's one of the.
So none of you objects, and I'm looking at
Not at all.
Tyrion and, okay.
No, I think we should go through.
Okay.
I'm completely fine with that idea.
Okay, so you're all fine with it. Okay. Let's drag you over.
Not like any one of us is going to steal anything. So
Yeah. So as you walk up, you will immediately notice that this thing. I don't have no idea what I just drew. That is an ant hill. As it stands about 8 feet high. And you see a bunch of goblins walking around and out and about. As they see you walk up, a couple of them come closer. Just want to move Leandra away since she's not here. And they sort of like stare at you. Some of them have these wooden ant masks on, but not all of them currently. And you will see when you actually look at these ant masks that they're definitely too big for them. They're definitely oversized. And then they look at the four of you and this one in the middle. What do you want?
Dante just steps forward a bit and just goes, "Greetings, Golindar. We're simple travelers looking for a safe passage and maybe some information. Could we talk or meet your queen?" Was it queen? It was, right?
It is, yeah, it's Queen. You want to meet Queen Grabstab?
Yes. Lovely name.
I did not come up with that, but I thought it was hilarious. They sort of like look at each other for a few seconds and then it's like, okay, follow me. And then this one heads out. And sort of like waits for for everyone. You'll notice when where he currently walks, this sort of like thing, this greenish thing, looks like it's a farm. Just. Yeah, so it's almost like a big tarp that's laid down on these almost like branches that you can see where the huts are on top of it. And then he walks up further over it to where these two guards are. And then out from the hut, you see this goblin queen walking out. She has around her neck, whoever is looking, almost like it looks like an amulet. And you will see the words "born" carved onto it. It's almost like a silver, and then that is carved onto
Perfect.
it.
It's amazing character art, by the way. This looks super cool.
Now this comes from
The book?
yeah, this comes from the book, yeah.
It looks awesome. She looks like a totem herself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was pretty well done.
So, from my like, history check and the stuff you posted in my, was it downtime, I think? Or rumors? I don't know. Missions? I have no idea. You posted some info for me somewhere.
Yes, it should have been in your downtime.
Ah, yeah, yeah. So, do I know that this amulet she wears is the amulet we're looking for?
Yes, you would. Sorry, I made a mistake. It is bronze and adamantine. It's not silver. So it's a bronze and adamantine medallion that the word "born" has been etched into it. So yes, Dante would know exactly what this thing is that is around her neck.
Okay, but I haven't shared that information yet. Well. Yeah, well, Dante bows, like, in front of the queen.
Tyrion's going to follow suit.
What was it? What was it you said?
He bowed.
I bow.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Tom makes do the same.
Greetings.
Yeah, she gives
queen.
a bit of a nod, seeing them have, some ounce of respect.
Good day to you. Greetings, and thank you for welcoming us. We were. What time is it of the day? Sorry, just need to ask it. What time?
It'll be early
How long
afternoon,
walk?
around about
Okay.
2-3 p.m.
I'll just come right out and say it. My fellow compatriots and I, we are being led through this jungle on search of something, and we were hoping you could aid us, maybe point us in the right direction.
It depends what you are looking for, but it might come at a price.
So, can we maybe get out of this heat to discuss anything further? We're not used to this harsh climate of the jungle.
Sure. And then she gestures towards her little hut. And he will see that all the huts are the same size. It's not that hers is larger or anything. And the moment they step inside, they will see that on the inside, it is very packed on the inside. I just quickly want to see. That's all right. It looks like it's cushioned on the inside with a lot of moss and leaves and everything on the walls. And on the floor there is a little table with some cushions around it, and she tells them that they can sit down there. She takes a seat herself. And what is it that you are looking for?
And after she sits, Dante will take a seat too, of course, and just like, well, we are in search of, well, do you permit me a strange question to start off? That amulet, that's very beautiful, one around your neck, where did you find it, if I might ask?
Oh, and she touches it. Oh, this one? This was passed from the previous queen to me. And it signifies that I am the queen of these goblins.
Ah, so it's a symbol of your regal standing. Nothing else? Just like a crown, or?
Yes,
Ah, I see.
but it's more. It's not crowns fall off your head.
So it doesn't serve any other purpose at all.
No, it is just to state that I am the queen.
I want to insight check her.
Sure, go for it.
Where is my insight? There it is. Oh my god, that's not good. No. She speaks the truth.
Success. It was a really bad deception check on her part.
I mean,
I'm making stuff up. I don't know.
no, I know. I'm deciding whether or not I want to give you some insider goldfish knowledge. I'm deciding against it.
Okay. Well, just for so Dante, while saying this next sentence, will just look very intensely at Tyrion. It's a very beautiful amulet the queen is wearing, isn't it?
Tyrion's going to say it is indeed. He's trying everything just to be respectful and non-threatening. So he'll bow and scrape the floor if he has to.
He's not catching the hint.
I know. No, he's not.
So, passed down from your mother, or the last queen, you said?
The last
Was it
queen.
not your mother, I assume?
No, that's not how it works.
Oh, how does it work? If you don't mind me asking.
Well,
I
if
mean, where
one gets too old or dies, then those females who think that they are fit to lead, basically, we fight it out.
Oh,
Last one
interesting.
standing gets the title.
So I
Then
assume
you
you are a
are
fierce
proven
warrior
worthy.
yourself.
Well,
No.
this is a
Anyway.
matriarchal society.
Sure,
Yes,
something like it.
Wow, I didn't know that. Is that a goblin thing in lore?
it's their thing.
Uh,
Oh, okay. I didn't. I'm
I,
asking just out of
I
ignorance
actually
here.
have no
So,
idea. I'm just
oh,
going
okay,
based off of the information that I have for this specific
okay,
tribe. Yeah, so this is
That's
okay.
this specific tribe's
yeah.
lore, basically.
I see. So it has been the the crown. I don't know of a better word for it. For quite some time.
A little while, yes.
Okay.
Not
So
sure
years.
how long. Doesn't say how long. This is what freaks me out. If I can't get an answer. Okay, wait. Decades ago, so
Oh, decades. Okay.
yes, we've had this for decades.
Interesting. Well,
It's-
my like I said, my thank you for answering my questions. I'm quite curious, so sorry for taking up so much of your time for now. But coming back to why we are here, this gentleman, and I point at Shago, is leading us on a mission to find something of a construct, a golem, a large creature made of metal, but animate. Um, have you ever come across anything like that in this part of the jungle?
You see her eyes almost light up a little bit, and she starts like shaking her head. Yes, 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 we do. It's how far is it? I have to go back to that map. It's a day's travel from here. We go there every now and then. It is it's the only place where all the tribes of different goblins can come together and not fight, because it is a holy place.
Oh, holy, how? And then why? I mean, is it just for the sake of not fighting there? What stops you from fighting at this specific place?
You can see she kind of thinks about that question. Well, I don't know. We just don't fight there. It's a neutral zone where we go and bring offerings and lay it at its feet.
Is it does it have a name? Is it your god or
Something like that, yes. We view it as one. I would say yes because it stops us from fighting, so yes.
just to be clear, like, I mean, I see Dante is like kind of uneasy, like shifting around on this pillow. He's like, does it stop you like actively? Like if someone were to fight it, does it move on its own volition and then that
She shakes her
stop?
head. No, it hasn't yet, but it's big enough that if I'm sure if we do fight, that it will be able to stomp on us.
So it hasn't happened before.
No,
Okay. Does it have a name? What do you call it?
Oh,
we don't call it anything.
Well, it sure is interesting that whatever you pray to has a physical form where it reveals itself to you. Where I come from, most of the goblins, and my own people too, we pray to something that barely shows itself in any physical form. So, you're quite lucky in that regard.
She nods. We definitely are. I mean, how can it not be something important if it's that big? It's probably 8 feet tall, so it must be important.
Oh yeah, of course, something that big can only be important. And I just nod in approval.
So what is it that you said you were looking for something? What is it that you are looking for?
We just heard tales about this tall, nameless being you pray to. We just wanted to see for ourselves.
Oh, you want to go visit it?
Oh yes, of course. If by your permission, obviously, if we're permitted to. Yes.
Yes, you are more than welcome to go and visit it. But you must be respectful at all times.
Are there any customs or rules that we should know about? You see, like I said, we come from far away, and we don't want to insult you without knowing it. Just
Well, a good one would be to leave some form of offering. It can be anything of your choosing.
oh, of course. Will you accompany us there? Should we head there?
I will send some of my guards with you. They know the way.
Could we? And I looked to the other two, Tomek and Tyrion. Would it be possible if we take a brief rest before we head out there? We've been in the jungle for days, and
Sounds like a great idea.
before she answers your question. I will be right back. I'm just quickly going to put my little one to bed. Just give me 5 minutes. I'll be right back.
All right.
So Tyrion doesn't know that that amulet, that badge of her office is that the one we're looking for? Is that correct?
Yeah, I think only I know. That's why I want
Right.
to take. That's why I want to take a couple of minutes
Right.
with you guys. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's what we need to do then.
Yeah.
Maybe if I'll wait until we sit down and actually talk.
Yeah.
Oh, Tomek.
Yeah. What's up?
When I said with the straight face and you said with the gay face, my face-to-face
Correct.
table. Yeah, my face-to-face table, the DM is gay and a couple of players are gay. And if you roll a nat 20, it's called an erect 20. And if you roll a dirty 20 is a flaccid 20 at our table.
We've used the term flaccid 20 in like a lot of different games, but I've never thought of using erect 20. So I'm bringing
Yeah,
it
that
to my other company now.
yeah, that is a thing at our face-to-face table. It's wild.
Placid 20.
And but like in my campaign, so we have a mix. So there's 3 straight dudes, a trans lesbian girl, a non-binary person, and myself who's gay. So anytime the opportunity comes to make that joke of like, oh, we're going straight there, we make the no, we're going gay there instead, or any other
Ah, right.
kind of thing.
That's too funny.
So now our DM is just very careful because he knows we'll make anything into an innuendo.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Read your funny jokes. Okay.
So, is there like a empty shelter that we could sit at and maybe drink some water and cool off a little bit and talk?
She nods and then she says that you can follow one of the guards and then they lead you over to this little hut. And they're quite nice and cool on the inside with all the insulation that they have. And then as you sort of walk over towards the hut, you hear the little some goblin children laughing and screeching and definitely doing something not supposed to. From where, as you walked in, you would have basically spotted these 3 over here with the 2 guards watching them. But yeah, they tell you that you can rest here for a bit. This hut is currently empty. Should you wish, you are welcome to stay the night. The only rules that they have is not to try and steal anything from them or harm any of them. Otherwise, there will be lots and lots of trouble.
Of course. Thank you. And I'll just go inside the hut and like sit down.
Tyrion will do the same. Drink some water. Put on some more bug repellent. Have to
same.
do that.
Yeah, same.
And you were speaking to her in common. Is that correct?
Yeah. So all of you could understand, of course. Yeah.
Okay. So, Dante, I don't get it. What's going on here?
I think it's a complication. So what the prince set us out to find the amulet she's wearing, that's apparently, well, what they use here for crowns or whatever. It is the amulet that is bound to a shield guardian, which I think is the creature or construct that they pray to at this place she was talking about. Yes. Well, she wears it around her neck, and it's not just some trinket to her. It is of well, greater meaning. So this might be well an issue for us.
Yeah, I can see that. What if, I mean, I did hear her say that it's only been a couple of decades that this was the sign of her office. I wonder if there's a way, well, I wonder if we should just be completely truthful with her and see if we can find her a better badge of office. And maybe tell the entire story to her. I mean, she might be willing to listen to you anyway. I mean, you being a hobgoblin.
Well, she didn't seem too phased by my presence, but yes, I could see that working. However, I fear that if we connect the amulet to their god, or the shield guardian themselves, and its controlling power over it, that she might not want to part with it. Yeah, I mean, assuming she wants to part with it, if we're being honest with her. But what would you do after hearing that this amulet you wear might have the power to animate your god? And I don't know, like, so what it would do is she would have control over it. It would protect her, and yeah, protect her pretty much, and necessarily from us trying to get the amulet. So
Perhaps we could just say a fraction of the truth, not talk about the amulet and its relationship to the construct, but just say we were sent to get this amulet, and maybe try to, I don't know, do a favor for her, or I don't know. I'm at a loss here. I do know that violence is not the answer. We're severely outnumbered here.
oh yes,
We could potentially trade something for it as well. Something she would value, or that her people would value.
with
That being said, there is another complication. If we were to attain the amulets in a non-violent way, goblins here seem to, as she stated, worship the guardian. Sorry,
yeah,
the shield guardian.
Yeah.
Shield guardian. If we were to give the amulet to the prince, and he were to control the shield guardian, and it would move away from the area it is now, it would certainly cause more chaos in these jungles. Just something to keep in mind.
Yes, among the tribes, of course. Well, in my mind, I never thought we would give the amulet or control over the shield guardian to the prince. It would also destabilize the power structure in Port Nyanzaru. But I didn't think we would run into this complication before sharing my plan. However, well, what we can assume is that she is not attuned to the amulet and does not know of its connection. Or at least she doesn't tell us. So far the creature hasn't moved. Yeah, I'm also at a loss. I mean,
It would seem that if she's been wearing this since she's began her reign as queen, she would absolutely be attuned to the amulet, and you would think that either one, she's lying to us and knows exactly what the amulet does, or two, it doesn't do anything. And maybe the prince is mistaken. Because if she goes there and worships, I mean, and she's got the amulet on, I would think she'd somehow know if it indeed has the power over this shield guardian.
Well, yes, I mean, that's but another note that might be merely speculation too, but the goblins, at least the ones I know, are, say, very territorial and prone to more power. If I were in power and in control over something as powerful as a shield guardian, I would not use it to maintain peace, I would use it to conquer. So she could unify the tribes in other ways if she was aware of the power that, well, the amulet grants her. I mean, it's just speculation. We don't know, and it still poses the question of what do we do? I
Right.
don't think we have anything with high enough symbolical value that we can trade for it. If it's been in the royal possessions for decades, at least I don't.
I certainly don't.
You
Even
have
What
if
was
you
our-
said, yeah, makes no sense, the favor. Sure, there's something they need or want in this village.
You mean just ask her? Like one hand washes the other, and we leave with the amulet and the guardian?
Possibility. I will
what-
say that another. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Just another tidbit. While I agree with you that we should definitely not, turn to violence or thievery to attain it, once we do mention that we would like this amulet, if we're refused, we will certainly be more closely watched. So if we had to resort to such, or we decided to resort to those tactics, it would be that much more difficult.
Dante, you said something, and I want to be sure I heard you correctly. You said you wanted the amulet, but did I hear you say that you really were not interested in returning it to that prince?
No, definitely not. I'm not. No. I mean, if it is what I think it is, it will grant one of the princes immense power. And just from the, let's say, the characters we've run into so far in this city, the shadiness, I don't want to be part of creating more discord among the princes. And I think having a shield guardian on our side, or using it as a tool for our purposes on our larger quest that we're on and finding the soulmonger, I think it would be a good asset to have. Looking further down the road, yes, I'm not planning to give it to the prince, and I would have shared that information with you and Leandra, and I'm sharing it now with Tomek and you. But yes, that was never my intention to hand it over to what's his face. Sorry, I don't know the name. Okay.
I think it was Wakanga.
Yeah, Wakanga.
Yes, that gave you the quest.
Yeah. Yeah, I had
Well, it
another
would
plan for
seem-
that. Yeah.
It would seem that our options then are maybe we come semi-clean to her and tell her we want it, but not why, and see if there's a favor we can do, or we leave here empty-handed. And either way, she remains the queen, and the prince doesn't. We don't disrupt the balance of power back in the city.
Maybe we could borrow it. Right? Leave something of greater or similar value here.
What would that be?
That is a good question. I mean, I could part with this ring that I have. I would be willing to do that sacrifice. However, I don't know if they see it as valuable. I can show her the uses and how to use it. But I would trade it, yes.
Perhaps if we told her about our ultimate quest, which is the destruction of the soulmonger, that if she allowed us to use this amulet, we would return it to her after we were done, and people would say great things about her because she aided us in our quest.
Just like,
Dante,
yes?
as a hobgoblin, you've spent a good amount of time around goblins, yes?
Yes, but mostly, I mean, these seem to be mostly pre-folk, and everything here is rather alien to me as well. They look alike. They seem to be having the same habits, but, well, yes, just ask your question. I'm sorry, I'm getting carried away.
Not a problem. I've spent some time amongst them myself. Still perplexed to some of their customs till this day. But, in your opinion, what do they generally value as a culture?
Goblins.
Correct.
I mean, strength. I mean, the queen has told us herself, in a way. They fight for rulership. They value strength above all.
Then perhaps that is the key. Show of strength.
I mean, are you saying you want to challenge her?
Myself, probably not. But it doesn't. It could be any kind of show of strength. No, it doesn't have to be directly fighting her.
Yeah.
Perhaps if we leave a large enough impression. Just a thought.
It might work in the right circumstances, but yeah, just thinking of how we were to show them what we are capable of, and that we are worthy of all the crown jewels.
Connecting back to your idea of doing them a favor, we are very well aware how dangerous this jungle is. Perhaps there is some creature that's troubling them, one they cannot defeat, but perhaps we can. It would not only be a favor to the queen, but it would also demonstrate our strength.
That's a good idea, yes. Could ask, yes.
And it would allow us to be straightforward with what we're seeking. Which, seeing as how people have been kind enough to allow us to peacefully be here. Does seem like the best way to go.
So, what are we sharing with her? So just that we are on the same page, all of us. In our next interaction, I mean, I would not say someone from Port Nyanzaru wants this amulet. This is information I would not give her.
You could simply let her know that we've come to the realization that what we seek is the amulet she has.
And what it would mean to our larger mission, which is, of course, the Soulmonger.
You mean if
But
I mean
it
we could
plays a larger role in your overall quest, yes.
another tactic we haven't talked about yet is if they think this being the shield guardian is a god, maybe we can use this to our advantage. I mean, prophecy is very powerful, and just assuming she or they don't know how to use this amulet properly, we could demonstrate its power. One of us could attune to it and command the guardian. We just use prophecy if all the other ways don't work. Like maybe, I mean, I like where you're going, Tomek, with doing them a favor, showing our strength while doing it, proving that we are maybe worthy. But using prophecy might be also it might be another way, another angle that we could use.
It would be another way to show strength as well. We are able
Yeah.
to command our god.
I'm just curious, what's the worst case scenario if we leave here empty-handed?
Well, we don't have a shield guardian to aid us, or goals, and I don't know if Wakanga wanted to provide us with further knowledge or insight as to the whereabouts of out of character. What was the name? Arasek? Am I getting that right? Ice?
Say again?
The Lich. What was it name? Arasek?
Yeah, Asarak,
Asarak.
something like that.
Asarak.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Because as of now, we don't know where to go really, and this island it's massive.
And this prince was supposed to tell us the location of this lich?
I don't know. I actually don't know it. I don't think so. But
Oh, okay.
maybe Miss Sylvain or himself on our return. I mean, a month will have passed. Maybe they have gathered more intel on the whereabouts. I mean, I was planning to return, amulet in hand or not, to Port Nyanzaru.
Right, as was I. But I think we go with the combined ideas of you and Tomek, and see if we can do him a favor. Tell her as much as we have to tell her, and see if she'd be willing to part with it for a period of time, and we could do her a favor or something, and if she doesn't want to do that, then we just leave here empty-handed.
Yes. These are options.
No, the reward for this would have been, I think it was a wizard's journal.
There was
with-
some book Dante wanted.
Yes.
Yeah, like
Right.
at 15, I think that you set a spell book with 15 randomly
Yes.
picked spells, yeah, which is, of course, very valuable to Dante. Yeah.
Right, and but you're willing to forgo that just to keep the amulet, which
Well, I had another plan for that.
oh
I mean, I don't know if it works, and I was partly hoping on, let's say, like the persuasive techniques of Reynolds or the other bard, both of whom left. So I can.
Sorcerers have high persuasion as well, by the way.
Sorry.
Sorcerers have high persuasion, not as high as
Yeah, yeah.
an
should have
eloquence
charisma,
bard,
right?
but still,
Yeah, your charisma.
the
is-
eloquence bard will do better, but still.
Yeah. Also, paladins, right, should have high charisma.
Correct.
yeah, I'm +3 in charisma. But
Yeah. Well, I was
I'm plus
planning.
five.
You
I'm,
see,
I'm
my.
I'm +8 on charisma.
Oh, that's
Cool.
quite good. Yeah, you're proficient then. +8 in persuasion, you mean, right?
Persuasion, sorry, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And I can use sorcery to re-roll it.
And well, I was planning, you see, to have someone before we hand over the amulet to persuade the prince to hand the book over to us, just for a couple of minutes, because you see, my call it my wizard's calling, and as I say that, I produce out of thin air like a quill that just hovers there. I can transcribe arcane knowledge very fast. Some wizard it takes days for a couple of spells. For me, it will only be just a couple of minutes. So I was planning to steal the knowledge, return the book, and keep the amulet for us. Yes.
you have the most at stake with this, Dante. So I'm going to go with your ultimate decision on how to proceed.
I would say we try to get the amulet in the ways we've just discussed and see where it takes us. For now, talk to the queen. But I would hate to leave empty-handed and end up with nothing and just a couple of used bug sprays and new scars. Yes, I try. Let's take it a step further and discuss further things with Queen Grabstab. And who knows, maybe we can, depending how long it will take to get us there, maybe we should see the creature for ourselves before we make our ultimate decision. And
If there even is one, of course.
If
Oh,
there-
the Shield Guardian?
oh yes, I mean the Shield Guardian,
Okay, never mind.
the god. Maybe there are some more angles that are obscure to us as of now.
I'm fine with that plan too. I'll just follow your lead, Dante.
I appreciate
Do
your trust.
wonder Get her name, grab them from the way she won that fight.
Oh, that's a good question. Yes. I mean, she seems quite fierce and big for a Golindar. But reasonable. I mean, and hospitable so far.
So
Yes. Yes. You can do everything you want, just don't steal our amulet.
we just had to.
They said not to steal anything in general.
Yeah, I know, but it's just like, okay, don't steal this amulet. Because, I mean, what else do we need, right? Or want.
Well, shall we talk to the, or else shall you talk to the queen?
I mean, you can all chime in. You know all as much as I know now. But yes, I mean, maybe we rest a bit as to not arouse suspicion. I mean, we just talked for 10 minutes now. Um, maybe actually wait a bit. Maybe short rest or something. Not that we need it, but
All right. Again, I'll follow your lead, as you have the most at stake here.
okay. Just can we do like a quick break?
Yeah, we
I'm
can
a-
do like a 5-10 minute break.
I'm a bit ill. I need to grab another tea and
Oh,
just blow my.
shame. Yeah, no, let's do 10 minutes, and I can also stretch my legs, refill my water,
Okay,
and
I'll
cool.
be back in 10 minutes. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
appreciate it.
let's do 10 minutes.
See ya.
All right. I'll be right back.
See you then. All right.
All right.
I'm back.
Same here.
Cool. I'm also back.
So before we head out and meet the queen, one thing you should be aware of, if she is indeed attuned to this amulet and the guardian, and we pose any threat to her or put her in danger, the thing will shield her from harm, and it might even be able to cast spells. So it is not to be underestimated, the danger this object, this construct, poses to anyone meaning harm to its well, wearer or master. No. Just something to keep in mind.
Okay.
Not a problem. Or potentially a problem.
Potentially. Okay, should we talk to her again?
Yes, you should.
Okay.
Should we talk to her? Yes, you should.
Yes.
Okay.
She's still in.
As
The
you
roofed-
exit your tent, you will see that she's outside, sort of just roaming about here and there.
Okay. Just walk towards her. Give like a polite bow. Queen Grabstab. Again, thank you for your hospitality. It's very nice of you to, well, show some kindness, these strangers you've just met. And we were wondering if there's anything we might do for you or your tribe. You mentioned there are other tribes that you had conflict with before, but not anymore. Is there, well, anything we can assist with?
Well, we're always in conflict with other goblin tribes, but for the most part, we all keep to ourselves unless we go and bring offerings. Then it's neutral ground and we don't fight there. But, I mean, now that you mention it, there is a creature that is stopping us from getting some fish from a pond that we are looking for.
A creature? What kind is?
A big one. An ugly one. Coming from the goblin, that's rather rich.
So an unreasonable one too. So it's a beast, or
It is. It is definitely a beast. We've tried to kill it a few times, but it's too dangerous for us. So we've now just left it. But we can do with the With the fish that are in that little pond.
How did you try to fight it? Does it have any weaknesses or no weaknesses at all?
Oh, we fought it with our clubs and sticks that we have. How else do we fight it?
There's no booyah among you? One who can cast spells? And they're quite common where I'm from, even amongst Golindar.
She shakes her head. No, not here, no.
Oh, that is maybe in time. Well, turning to my compatriots, where might that pond be?
It's about 2 hours. She gives a sort of like a direction, and Shargo will nod. I know exactly where that is. Yes.
To be clear, is 2 hours in the direction she pointed at where we fought the turtle?
Gonna be the same map, but no, it's not. It's in a different.
Just wanted to make
direction.
sure it wasn't a situation that we already killed what she wanted us to kill.
Just
That's
go
all
to a
I'm saying.
carcass, yeah, just like
I mean, no, we have rules to prove we killed it, so
Yeah, no,
we have the
it's
gems.
if you do decide to do that, it's gonna be the same map. Because I don't think you're going to go that route. So I have the monsters ready. But yeah, I'm gonna have to reuse the same map. But no, it's not the same. It's not the same creature.
I heard monsters in plural.
Yeah.
oh, you know, these
Whoops.
boss monsters have minions.
My bad.
Um, well, maybe we can deal with that threat to your tribe, and but could you spare one or two of your fighters, maybe? Just to be sure, they don't have to engage necessarily, but maybe it will be easier for us to find what we're looking for, and maybe that might come in handy, might be useful.
Yes, I can spare 2 of them.
Ah,
Do you
thank
have
very much.
archers amongst your fighters?
Yes, I do.
And in your previous encounters with this beast, did the archers fare well against them? I mean, obviously you didn't kill the beast, but did the arrows land and do damage?
Yeah, let me. Um, yes, it did.
Tyrion's going to turn to Dante and say, if we take archers, they can hang back. If things go south, they can run. But it would be nice to have some covering fire from range.
Yes, that might. It sounds like a good tactic. Yes. Yes, we would gladly be accompanied by two of your finest archers.
She looks over at 2 of the goblins and she'll say in goblin, that they have to go with the party. They don't look very happy, kind of like grumble a little bit, but they do nod.
Do we drink water, apply bug repellent, and go then?
Yes.
Okay.
Lead the way, Shago.
Let me just grab 2 goblins.
I will off, not in character, remind us that we never, that she never agreed to do. We're just doing this right now. We didn't like make a deal or anything.
No.
You
I don't know if that's
didn't.
on purpose.
No, but I mean, prestige is.
No.
We want to make a
As
good
of right now,
impression.
we're doing this for free.
Basically.
Well, yes, not in exchange for anything material.
Yeah.
I mean,
Um,
we're not gone yet, so right? Someone could
well,
chip in
Shogo is
if you
busy
want.
getting everything ready. The little goblins are getting all their equipment and stuff. And then basically, as soon as they are ready, Shogo tells you that you guys can head out. Yeah, it's about a 2-hour walk.
Hold on, before we go, I am actually going to see this in character away from them to Dante. Dante, do you think it's a good idea to do this before making a deal? I'm not too sure of this culture here, but there are several that would simply state that we did this out of our own volition, and there's no reason to give us anything as a result. I believe
Well,
everything is best to be done above table.
what do you mean to draw out a piece of paper and sign a contract? Or, I mean, these are goblins. They will value strength, and if
I
we are,
don't believe we need to sign a contract, but I believe it'd be imperative to let her know our actual intent.
I understand your like reservation in doing this way. However, don't you think it will be more impactful if we return victorious, having done a huge favor for the tribe? It might complicate things further. I mean, we can talk to the queen before leaving, but what would you put on the table? We do this and you give us your crown? I mean, we could ask, but that, I mean, I don't know. Like, it might turn things for the worse.
Understood.
I, I'm, what do you think, Tyrion? Should
I
we?
think if we're successful, it's going to get us another audience with the Queen that might, and we might win some favor with her. So I'm absolutely for going to attempt this.
It is a gamble. I'm aware, but I mean, we're gambling our lives now for.
Everything we've done here has been a gamble.
Yes.
All right, no problem at all. Just wanted to make sure.
Okay.
Chicago?
He's kind of just waiting for you all to decide when you're ready to leave. Just kind of like hanging back, waiting for you all.
Well, if everybody's ready, let's do this before it gets dark.
Yes.
Okay,
Lead the way, Shago.
let's head out. Yeah, so he leads you, takes the 2 hours that he said it was going to. And you arrive at a very quiet location. You see it's different. Um, some ponds, some water in them, and then the two goblins will basically just say, in there, try to kill it. It's eating the fish that we want there.
Are they pointing here or here?
They're pointing to both of them.
Oh, fun. All right. Well, after a 2-hour walk in the heat, I'm going to drink some water.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
And
I'm gonna
then,
turn to the others and just like, don't forget, there's no shame in running.
And they run instantly. I've got to tell me twice.
to the goblins, I say, if you approach the water, does that make them come out and attack?
Not just approaching, touching the water.
Into the water, flirting with the water.
All right, Tyrion's going to step forward, and can I pick up a rock and toss it in there?
Sure.
That's exactly what Tyrion does. And
As
of course,
he does, he sees the water sort of like start to ripple, and then this thing shows up.
How fuck is that?
good Lord.
I will give you.
Not what I expected.
Oh, fun.
Hey, I got a 17. That's the highest roll I've ever gotten in initiative with you guys.
Nice.
A froghemoth.
Okay.
Okay.
Can you change mine to the first roll? I guess I double clicked it, but I had an 18 then a 7.
Well, no.
Clearly, all our characters are very alert right now.
Yeah.
You should be able. See if you can change it. You should be able to click on the number on the side. See if you can change it.
Oh, okay. But I have an 18.
Oh, we can do that.
You couldn't. There
There
we
we
go.
go.
You couldn't always, but yeah.
This is Pokemon rules. This thing would be against lightning. But D&D barely ever has vulnerabilities.
Yeah.
It's
The only
something I actually don't
feature
like about it.
is shadows.
This was fucking that's hilarious. That's not just straight. Ugh, that is not fun. Why are you being like this? And these two little shits. Also just... Yo, that's not bad. Yo! What the hell? Okay. Oh, it's me first. I'm not used to actually playing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Everyone rolled well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
see. It's a little short bow. Why is it doing that? Anyway, yes, that will hit. Minus. This little one. I don't know why it's rolling with advantage. And I don't know how to fix it. Nothing. Yeah, that one will miss though. Okay, Tyrion.
19 misses?
Well, it's rolling with advantage, so I'm taking the lower one.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know
I
why
think
it's
if you
rolling
go
with
to the
advantage.
if you click on the D&D Beyond thing on the
It's not
top, I
on
think
D&D
you can
Beyond,
it's
this is
probably
on Roll20.
I don't know.
Yeah, I also don't know. On D&D Beyond I can do it, but on Roll20 I don't know how. Because this is the NPC sheets that come with the little characters. And even if I click on the little little cogwheel, it I'm gonna Google it while Tyrion does his attack.
Okay, Tyrion first is going to cast Bless on himself, Tomek, and Dante. So you add a D4 to your attack and saving throws, as long as I can hold it.
So
And then he's going to attack with Booming Blade.
Okay.
And that is a nat 20.
Oh,
Erect,
nice.
Okay.
an erect 20, excuse me. Okay, how do I figure out the damage again? I do max damage.
You do max damage, yes, on what your rapier and all the effects and everything does, and then you roll
That's
the die.
24. Okay, 24 for that, and then I'll roll.
Okay.
24 plus another 11. And that ends my turn.
24 plus 11 is...
35.
Thank you.
35.
damn, that's a ton of damage, man.
Yes. Okay, Dante.
Well, fuck, we were so close. Well, I will. First of all, mind sliver that thing. So, intelligence saving throw from the frog moth.
Okay. Intelligence, you say?
DC 16.
Yeah, that fails.
12, wow. 12
Ooh.
psychic. And it has to. It can subtract 1d4 from the next saving throw it makes before the end of my
Okay.
next turn. That was my bonus action. Well, since Tyrion is standing right in front of it, I'm gonna Phantasmal Force it. And just do basically the same thing I did with these plants. So I'm just gonna create the illusion in the frogmoth's mind that it's standing in flames. It has, unless it succeeds on his intelligence saving throw. DC 16.
Guess I must make another one.
Oh.
Nope.
Failed.
Fails.
And I know we had this last time, but the damage it deals will happen next round, right? Did we decide on that? Each round on your turn, the phantasm can deal 1d6 psychic damage to the target.
If it's on your turn, then it happens on your turn.
So next turn then.
When I fail save, you grab as an object.
Concentrating on that now.
Oh yeah, I'm concentrating too.
How would you rule that, Tomek?
Wait,
Or-
what was going on? Sorry.
Like with the phantasmal damage, is it on this
Let
turn
me look at
already?
the-
Or
Let
would
me
it
look
be
at the
the-
rule real quick.
Sorry?
I think it's on your next turn, but let me make sure.
It says each round on your turn, the phantasm can deal 1d6 psychic damage to the target if it is in.
Yeah, you can probably do it now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I will
because
also
when
say no.
It's
think I
also a
rolled-
free action. It doesn't take anything, so you can take the 1d6 now.
Yeah, I rolled 5, so another 5
Five.
psychic damage.
Okay.
And then I will, just for the sake of it, can I see when I move behind the goblins or like closer to
Yeah,
here?
they're not tall.
Yeah, I can just look over them, right? Yeah, just move
Basically.
behind goblins. Yeah.
No.
And my turn.
Before I go, I just want to read a spell real quick. The one he just used. 'Cause I don't want to interfere with it too much.
No worries. Okay, is that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, mate.
Okay. Alright, I'm also going to cast Mind Sliver. I need an intelligence 17 saving throw.
Nope, not even close.
Oh, 7 psychic damage. Then I'm gonna need a 17 wisdom saving throw, for which it'll also take 1d4 off.
Okay. Roll the d. 17? Yeah, no, I rolled a 16 with minus whatever you rolled, then it fails in any case.
Got it. Okay, and that's the case. Then I'm casting Dissonant Whispers. It'll take 3d6 psychic damage, which totals 7. And now it needs to use its reaction to use all its movement to go walk away from me.
Does it happen immediately or on its turn?
It happens as a reaction, so right now.
Okay.
And also, if I understand correctly, there was a Booming Blade applied earlier, so you can roll that damage too.
Well, that's 2d8s, isn't it? I think at level 5.
Yes, it is.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, the reason I was reading the spell he did is because he could move technically the fire could move, and in its mind, the frog will make a rational reason why the fire moved with him, so he could still keep that there.
Yeah, it's just still, it thinks it's surrounded by fire, more or less.
Okay.
Yep. So that was my bonus action, my action, and Tomek doesn't believe in moving, as you guys may have noticed, so he's not gonna.
Okay.
And forced movement doesn't proc attack of opportunities, right? Or
Oh, yes, it does.
No.
That's not forced movement.
In my game.
That the move. Oh well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
Otherwise,
yeah.
it gets quite. We've had this discussion in quite a few of my campaigns. It brings
So,
out a heated
it depends.
discussion.
Like forced movement from like if I use my telekinetic feat to push someone doesn't count. But typically, the movement from this spell isn't considered forced movement. So typically, it does count. But if you don't want to put that in, that's fine. But like,
Yeah, I was
you
just
know.
asking for clarification, just because
Yeah.
in some spells it specifies it,
Yeah.
that this does not provoke, and some it doesn't. So it's kind of
Yeah, I have it even with something like when it's what's the word? When it's scared, when you force it to be scared of you and it has to move away, feared or
right.
whatever.
Right. Yeah.
Anything where it doesn't make its own decision to move away, I rule it like that. I have a bunch of reasons for it, but the main one is because I already make you guys have cantrips as your bonus action, so you're already pretty buffed
True.
up. But just to give them at least a bit of a fighting chance as well.
Yep.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay. So it is not. What does
Happy?
dissonant whispers do? Is it scared of you or does it just move
No,
away?
no. Oh, it can come back now.
Okay.
I mean, the main reason to do it is it created space, so
Yeah.
even if it wanted to come towards the rest of the party, it doesn't have enough movement to do so.
Yeah. Okay, but there's still the wall of thingamajiggy up.
Oh yeah, that's up to you how you rule that. Illusion spells are like that.
Yes, I rule that based on how intelligent they are.
Really quick question: how do you feel about that? Because I feel like, especially with illusion spells, they really leave it up to the DM how to rule every single part of it. It looks like, as
Look,
opposed to like a hard set rule.
this thing, the goldfish, is going to tell you this thing has an intelligence of 2. So this thing is fucking stupid. So
Einstein.
yeah, so this thing will believe with an intelligence of 2, it's going to believe whatever is in front of it. If it has an intelligence of 10 or higher, it can question it. Then I will, definitely have it, maybe look at it and, roll insight for it, but not on how. So it's a 10-foot cube. 10-foot cube. So that's 2 blocks. So why is it doing that?
It might have moved out of it. I mean, that's
It doesn't
but
move
only,
with it.
I mean, I think that's up
takes
to
root in the mind,
Dante.
right? So, sorry.
That's up to Dante because I think that's why I was reading the spell, because like what it does according to the spell is if, for example, something moves in a way that doesn't really make sense, the spell still causes the creature to make a logical reason why it did that. So, for example, if you wanted the fire to follow it, it would still logically think that that's normal. But I don't know. That's up to like you and the DM to decide.
I mean, like to me, as I read this illusion spell, at least it's like this. It creates the phantasm in the mind of the creature. So I would say it takes it with it, since itself it's fabricating it, right? In a way.
Yeah, because it's in its mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's what I was looking at now. Because if it was an illusion in front of it,
That'd be different.
yeah, then that's different
See.
because then it'll try and just move around it. But the fact that it is in, it's in its mind, that's a whole different thing. But the fact that it says it can use its action to examine it, it's a whole different thing. But I'm gonna say no. It's in its it has an intelligence of 2, so no. Yeah, you can roll the damage for that.
It's on
Yeah,
his turn, I think.
I'll do
Yeah.
it on my turn. Yeah.
Okay, so it's not on the frog's turn?
Also my turn, I think.
Oh yes, it's on your turn. Okay, so yeah, that was it. This goblin is gonna. Okay, I'm just gonna roll because I actually have to exit the game to turn that off. I can't do it. It's a setting apparently outside of the game. Oh, that's a terrible roll. 5 plus 4. No, that does not hit. A second goblin.
Oh, it
It's a
has.
net
Oh,
20.
Awesome.
Goblins are doing more damage than I am.
8 plus 8, 19, 11, 12, 13. 13 total. Okay, Tyrion, you're up.
Tyrion's gonna go advance. I assume I can go 30 feet along the shore here and
Yeah.
get to melee range.
Yeah.
And he's gonna stand right there in the fire that he doesn't know exists.
No, it's more
And-
existing in the thing's mind, so.
right,
Yo,
right.
you must look so scary now. You look like you're just walking through fire to stab him.
And attack with booming blade. Uh,
Mm-hmm. 26 hit. 26 hits.
so it's 12 piercing plus the booming blade. It's a D8. Well, a whopping 1. And for a second, he's going to do a second attack now.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to use the spell slot to do a what is
Smite?
it? What's it called? Yeah, divine smite. Thank you. Which I think is 2d8 level 1 spell slot. So I'm going to roll another 2d8.
This thing's clearly undead, so you do. No, I'm kidding.
I wish. Okay, so
I mean, everything else is undead here.
so it was 12, 13, 26, 34 damage. Some of that thunder, some of that piercing. And that's his turn.
Okay. Okay, Dante.
Well, first of all, just roll a d6 for the psychic damage. And then I'm gonna... I can target it, right? It's large. Just move over here and firebolt it. Does it hit?
It hits.
Okay, 11 fire damage.
Check now.
Well, because I'm... What other spell to cast? Don't want to lose concentration. Gonna... why not? Just use a 3rd level
You
magic missile.
do, however, see when the fire hits it, it doesn't do as much damage as you were hoping that it was going to do.
Interesting.
Okay.
So water, of course, it resists fire.
Well, then I'm gonna cast a 3rd level magic missile. 1. So... times 5, 20 force damage.
20.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll end my turn.
Okay. Comic.
Did Tomic notice that the fire didn't deal as much damage from where he is?
I mean, he was probably looking, so I would say so, yes.
All right. Rubaha. And well, let's see. Yeah, technically, even though I don't need to I don't want to make a saving throw. Mind Sliver's technically still more damage, so I need a 17 intelligence save.
It's a 10. Well, minus whatever any minus is, so.
10 psychic damage. Damn, it's still alive. I just see it bloody. I'm trying not to waste spell slots just in case it
Yeah.
goes down. I'm gonna use my crossbow then. That with 14 hits.
But you're
14
blessed.
What?
Aren't you blessed?
Oh yeah, I am blessed.
Well, a 14
are.
does hit, so.
Okay.
Oh well. Well, now it hits better. For a whopping 4 damage.
Okay.
I will end my turn there.
Oh. I want to still. I'm just gonna attack it. Or not. Also not. Tyrion.
Attack with Booming Blade again.
Mm-hmm.
11 piercing and 11 thunder.
Oh, nice.
And if he's still up, second attack.
Oh,
It falls down almost into the water on the other side.
Cool.
And then as
Another
it
one
does,
pops up.
you see that there's another one that pops up. The moment that its water gets disturbed.
We
Just
re-roll
increase.
initiative, or how's
No,
this?
we used that
or-
same one because I rolled it long ago. It was in the turn order for a long time.
So I didn't use my second attack, so I can
No.
do my second attack on this fella?
Yes, you can.
Archer's Ford, like suicidal.
Like a suicidal paladin.
And I already rolled it. Do you want me to re-roll it?
No, you can use that one.
Okay. Okay. Oh, 16 piercing and end my turn.
Okay, Dante.
yeah, but upon seeing that thing, Dante's just like, good gods, another? And, let me just measure it. Because I have no idea how far I am from this. Okay. Well, Mind Sliver. So Intelligence 16.
8.
8 points of psychic damage. And well, I'm seriously considering just doing Phantasmal Force again. Yeah, why not?
Okay.
So, not the illusion of fire, but the illusion of, I don't know, acid.
13 minus 4 fails.
Yeah. So it takes 3 point of psychic.
Okay.
And I'll end my turn.
Okay. Comic.
Hmm. Let me see. Okay, for now I'm gonna do what I did last time. So I need an intelligence 17 saving throw for a
Okay.
mind sliver.
Uh, 16 minus all the other things, so yeah, fails.
9 damage. First. And then another crossbow bolt. And we'll save that 1d4 for whoever wants to take advantage of it on their spells on their next spell.
Okay.
Oh, 'cause I missed this attack bad. Oh wait. I doubt the 1d4 will help me with that, but does a 12 hit any chance?
No, a 12 does not hit.
Alright, then I missed my crossbow.
Okay. Let's see for shits and giggles. Nope. That was an 11. Okay. Oh, it's me. Little goblin fails. That hits. Is okay, Tyrion.
I sound like a broken record, but attack with booming blade.
Hey, if it works, it works.
Yeah.
That hits.
All right, 10 piercing plus 3 thunder, and I'm going to use a spell slot to divinely smite for another 2d8. Oh, nice.
Nice. Awesome.
16 piercing, and my second attack, straight up attack. 16, I assume, hits.
Mhm.
Another 15 piercing, and end my turn.
Okay. Fante.
Well, Mind Sliver.
It already has a 1d4 minus, so that mind sliver should definitely land.
Oh.
It
Well,
is-
that's a 4 minus 4 from its intelligence minus another d4. So we're going into the fucking negatives.
Yeah, it takes 9 psychic. And then another 6 psychic. So 2. 11 psychic in total. And I just want it dead fast. Lose concentration. Yeah, I'm gonna do same like magic missile. 15 force.
Okay.
And just move a bit closer.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. And end my turn.
Okay. Atomic.
I'm gonna take advantage of the mind sliver that was cast by someone else and call for a 17 wisdom saving throw. All right, we're dissonant whisperings one more time for 14 psychic damage. Plus the force movement should give the booming blade damage.
Roll a couple of d8s. Eight thunder damage.
Nice.
And then for shits and giggles, I will also mind sliver, so a 17 save intelligence.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw this thing away. Yeah, it fails.
For an additional 7 psychic damage.
Seven, you say? Okay. Is that your turn?
The strategy is to keep moving away. Just have Tyrion follow him into danger every single time.
Oh.
Yeah, it works quite well. Yeah.
Well, it rolled an 8, so that doesn't matter. Little goblin. First one hits. Second one hits, so they both hit. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 for both of them. Okay, Tyrion.
And 25. Okay. Booming blade. Oh,
Oh shit!
Oh, awesome.
No.
okay, so that's 24. No, that's 16 piercing and 8 thunder. And now I'm going to do my second attack.
What's the total on the crit?
24. Oh, I didn't roll this. You know what I did? I didn't roll the damage
Yeah,
again.
you didn't roll the extra damage.
Yeah. Okay, let me do that. Sorry.
No worries.
20. It's 30 total damage.
Minus 30. Okay, and then another 16.
Yep.
Yeah, this thing is looking.
Well, let me just spend a spell slot and do a divine smite. And another 8 radiant.
Yeah, that annihilates this thing.
Best of all, I don't think any of us took damage during that whole fight.
Nope.
No. So we return without dead goblins.
Oh.
Do we cut off a piece of it or something to show? Well, we have goblin witnesses, so I guess we don't have to cut off anything.
How reliable are they though?
Yeah, I want to loot something from them.
Okay. I don't have a super high ability for that. Somebody else may have to try, or I can help somebody.
No, you
I'm a
guys
sorcerer.
like annihilated these things. They had like 184 HP each.
What? Holy shit.
Wow. No wonder the goblins had problems with them. So to investigate the bodies, I guess it's investigation. Can I assist somebody with that has intelligence?
What are you looking for?
I don't know.
Anything?
Proof for me.
Well, I mean, it has, from what you can see, it has, like a. How many tentacles does it have?
A very good question.
It has 4 tentacles, a very long sort of like tongue type thing. I'll put it up for you again. You can see.
Yeah, I don't want to carry out that. How about his eye stalk? Can I just lop that off?
Yeah. Sure, go for it.
Okay. I'm gonna pull out a dagger and lop off his eye stalk.
Sure. Yeah, you can do that. It's not a. It's not a
It's in his
problem.
backpack.
No, you don't even need the freaking goblins.
No,
We
one of
need
them crit.
witnesses. Yeah, and one of them critted. Yeah, right.
That's true, but they only do like 1d6 of damage, which is not a lot.
I'll just turn to them and say like, so you saw what happened.
Damage is damage.
Remember to tell your queen.
Yeah, we definitely saw what happened.
He sounds so unimpressed. Damn.
Okay.
Oh wait, actually, I'm gonna ask them: is that all of them, or are there more?
Didn't even know there were two. We've only ever seen one. So
Well,
maybe it's all
the
of them.
waters were disturbed in both ponds, and only two came up, so that's got to be it, right?
I guess. Think so.
All right, Shago, want to lead the way back?
Let's go. And then he will start heading back. Through the jungle.
I guess I can drop bless, huh?
Last 10 minutes, I think. So it would have dropped regardless. I'm pretty sure it's 10. Not as familiar with like divine spells.
When we get back to the little goblin village, I'm gonna have some water and open some bug repellent.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
You were
I pretty much do whatever you guys do.
You were
Yeah.
just in time. I was just about to ask you for one save. Literally. Did I drag it over now? Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Sometimes I go over and then I forget to bring you with. I do that quite often. Yeah, so you get back to the little village. The two goblins sort of like run off and they do their thing, leave you to deal with this by yourself.
I reach into my backpack and get the eye stalk and hand it to Dante.
You.
Well, how should we approach this? I mean, just see her reaction, or just ask for a favor straight away? I mean, just so you know, if there will be any engagements, I won't be much use today, not at least.
Well, it would be early evening now anyway, right?
Yes. Now it was about 2 p.m. when you got here. It's 2 hours there, 2 hours back. So plus fighting, you're looking at about 7 p.m.
Okay.
Maybe we can take her up on her offer of staying the night anyway.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind a long rest before we approach them. I mean, maybe the two little ones will spread the word until tomorrow, so we...
Yeah, give him time to gossip.
Yeah.
That's probably a very good idea, actually.
We're gonna wake up to our tent on fire. It'll be...
Imagine.
Yeah. I mean, I just experienced booyag. I mean, they don't have any booyags in their tribe. This is crazy.
I mean, they can start fires.
Yeah.
Yeah, that they can do. They can definitely start fires.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Their whole thing about the tribe doesn't say anything about them having magic casters. I was like, that's interesting. But yeah, I'm going off of what the module says. I try not to interfere with that too much.
Yeah. No worries. No worries. Cool.
When I homebrew, I can make up shit as I go, and you won't know.
They suggested.
But in the modules, I feel if I'm gonna do it now, somewhere down the line, it's gonna bite me in the ass. Because then it might not make sense why I said something, and then there's no way for me to really have it make sense and all that stuff. So,
Yeah. It's just way too tempting to homebrew. I find it's
love it.
It's like
homebrew
I
on the
really-
fly.
really don't like most of the modules as they are written. Like always something to tweak.
I know I can. I was also very tempted to add in some of my own NPCs, but I decided not to. First of all, the one wouldn't make sense in here at all. The other one might. She might work, but then her giving you quests and things, then totally homebrew. Then I'll have to find a way to write it into the story and everything. So I just decided not to do that. Otherwise, it takes you away from basically what you're actually doing, and then you get so caught up in doing side quests for NPCs, and then we eventually forget what the hell the main storyline was about.
So
Yeah,
can we long rest?
yeah, you can do long rest.
Right.
Yeah, so they would have told you, you can take your rest, that they will see you in the morning. You would have heard commotion here and there
Uh-oh.
throughout the night, but nothing hectically. Just them being loud and obnoxious as they're on watch and doing their thing. And yeah, next morning, you get your long rest, everything went fine. As you exit, you hear the kids again. You will actually hear they're busy throwing things.
The eye stock.
Say again?
The eye stalk.
The queen will be out of her tent, just roaming about, looking at sort of everything. The guards are out and about, doing patrol and just going about their morning. You will smell food that's busy being made. It doesn't smell very appetizing, but also doesn't smell too bad.
Oh yes, we should eat. We haven't eaten. Just
I just
When's-
assumed I had a ration last night.
yeah.
Do you say this out loud?
I say this that we haven't eaten.
You did not eat last night. No.
Yes,
Oh,
I do say
Oh.
this out loud to the people when I smell the food, to my friends. Yeah.
Yeah. So Shogo will sort of, pull you guys aside just before you head out of the tent when you mentioned food. Um, you, if you are offered food, it will be rude to decline, obviously, and the queen might take offense. But also, you might not know exactly what it is that you are eating, if you understand what I'm saying.
You need to speak more clearly, Shago. Are we talking humanoid?
Yes, I am.
Well, wouldn't the goblins know that humanoids, generally speaking, don't like eating other humanoids?
They don't care.
So
Just
Tyrion
nods approvingly. Yes, they don't.
Tyrion pulls out a ration and hastily eats it, and so he has an excuse to turn down food.
Shago kind of just shakes his head, um, using the excuse of, you have eaten still will offend her. Sometimes they cook animal meat, but there are often times that they eat other humanoids that have either wronged them or insulted them or for any reason ended up in the cage outside.
But what you're saying is, if Tyrion declines, it may be their next meal.
That's pretty harsh for us killing two monsters that were eating their fish. Um, what about this, Shago? How they're a religious people. They worship this stone guardian as a god. I am a religious man. What if I told them, asked them what was in the pot, and said, if it's humanoid, my religion forbids me to eat it? Would they be understanding of that?
They might.
I'm telling you right now, Shago, I'm not going to knowingly eat humanoid flesh.
I agree. I 100% agree. I just wanted you to be aware of what you might be eating.
I will ask what's in the pot. I'm sure that's a yes or no question. Is there humanoid in there? Yes or no? And if it's yes, I'm sorry, I can't. That's my religion forbids me. So
That should suffice. I've never been here long enough that I actually had to eat. Normally, we just quickly stop over and we normally have headed out before breakfast, but it seems they want to say thank you or taking care of the monsters for them.
well, they could say thank you by not having me eat humanoid. And then he looks at Dante and said, "The you guys don't do that, do you?"
Hobgoblins? No.
I didn't
Not,
think so.
not. I mean, it can happen in strange circumstances, but it's not very common. I mean, and if it
Right.
happens to you, I mean, you don't have to swallow it. So.
I don't even want to put it in my mouth. I mean, unless it's a Donner Party scenario, I'm not interested. But so,
Yeah.
all right, I'm just going to follow your lead, Dante.
Well, I'm gonna pop the good berry. I still have one.
I'm gonna pop a ration.
And well, let's see if word has spread and how the queen approaches us. I guess.
Shago, what do these goblins like the best? What's their favorite meal? What would be a meal they'd serve an honored guest? Is it humanoid or is it something like venison or pork or something?
It really depends on what they have on hand. There, um, it will most likely be some type of stew that they would have made with whatever meat they have lying around.
Okay. Well, it doesn't hurt to ask, I suppose.
I mean, we could cook for them if you want to be really safe. I don't know what their custom is, if guests prepare meals for them. If
I'm
they
sure
would.
Shago and I working together can pull something off.
That's an idea.
Ice, you still there?
You can, yeah. I mean, you. I'm not saying you have to ask the queen what she says.
I mean, we could treat it as a maybe customary to our people. We can put the eye stalk in, for example, for flavor, and I mean, just making up stuff as we're going here. So
I mean, sure, you can definitely try it. An interesting way
Yes.
to go about it.
well then, let's cook the queen some dinner.
Okay, so you're heading out of your tent or hut or
Yeah.
whatever.
First,
Yeah.
first we show our strength in battle, now we show our strength in the kitchen.
Yes.
Just
She is out and about and she sees you as you exit. And she walks over, she gives you all a nod. Good morning. I had the good news that you were successful in exterminating the monsters.
Oh yes, quite so. Not a scratch on us or on the warriors you've sent with us.
So I heard. As a thank you, we have prepared you some breakfast stew.
Oh, splendid. We were just wanted to offer you our services. It's customary where we are from to, after a victorious battle, to prepare a meal. And we wanted you to share it with us, but since we are, I mean, since you already prepared it, I guess that's something for another day, maybe?
Give me persuasion.
Oh my god, really? Fuck.
I was gonna
Oh,
say
can I help with this
deception. I was gonna go for deception because you're technically talking through your ass, but
Yes, -3.
minus
14. That's actually not terrible.
3. That is
Yeah.
actually not bad.
Yeah.
And she looks at you a little. Give me 1 second. Where is Queen? Grab that sheet. Defined. Okay, she does not have. Let's see. Nice. Roll a 5. She first sort of like narrows her eyes at you, and then she's like, then she gives a nod. Well, I would hate to insult your own customs and way of doing things after a victorious battle. And she looks over at one of the goblins, Boblin the Goblin, that funny joke, and tells him to show you to the, what's the place's name? It's called the larder. This little housey up here, which is where they sort of like prepare all of their food and everything. And, you know, prepare whatever it is that you would prepare after a victorious battle. And I
Well, I will
shall
discuss
await.
Chicago. All this is Chicago. Well, I'm gonna need a large meal considering how many people are here. It's quite the good thing I bought so many ingredients at the last village we were at. Would you be willing to help me in making something?
Yes, of course, sir. Definitely.
Well, considering, and this is actually a question for you. So, considering how many goblins, and including us, I probably would have to use, I'm assuming, everything I got.
More
Which
or
at this
less,
point is,
yes, because there are roughly 40 goblins.
so I have beef, pork, no longer the prawn meat because we ate that. Cauliflower, lettuce, onions, pumpkin, tomato, corn, beans, apples, and then the spices. Okay. So then shall I do the roll like I did last time?
Yes, you can.
Can I get advantage because Shadow's helping me?
Yes, you can.
And if I remember correctly, it was wisdom. Expertise is roll number 1. Good thing this have advantage because I can do better than that, I would hope. Oh wait, I rolled that incorrectly. Hold on. I put expertise. It should be proficiency. So you could remove a 3 from that even. And then try again. I am going to use a sorcery point to re-roll a 3rd time.
Oh, he's panicking. Keeps on tasting the food. No, this does not taste right. It needs something more. It needs something more, Shago.
Very slightly better at it because it was 9, 9, and 12.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
Okay, so I got a 12 this time.
Yeah.
I will blame it on the fact that I'm mixing both pork and I'm mixing both pork and beef in one. You know, actually, pork and beef normally go well together, so there's no excuse.
I mean,
Well, you're cooking for goblins.
yeah, I mean, that's also true. You're cooking for goblins.
Yeah, goblins are pretty low.
Also say, you know what? I got the perfect excuse. So I'll tell my party. Oh, since there was sort of definitely more water in this than there are spices and food, so the taste might be a bit bland.
Well, I'm sure it will be sufficient. Thank you.
Beats eating an elf or something.
Not my best work, but so be it.
Yeah, so it would have taken you about an hour to, to make that amount of food and get everything ready. And they will show you sort of like, you know, a table, and then they will all eventually line up. Obviously, the queen gets served first. They would all line up for you to dish for them, and then they'll sit down and they will start eating. And you see her give a nod as she's eating, and she seems to be enjoying the food.
Well done. Just pat Tomek on the shoulder. Like,
Yeah.
done well.
I will give you inspiration for thinking outside the box for that dilemma that I put you in, because that was quite smart.
Who gets that inspiration? Because it wasn't technically my idea. So.
I will give it a group inspiration.
Ah, cool.
Yeah.
Thanks.
For all the different ideas that were floating about how to get out of this conundrum.
I mean, if it weren't for like Tyrion's dietary restrictions, Dante would have eaten the stew, I think.
I feel like Tomek would have too, but only because he wouldn't have thought to ask if there was humanoid in it.
Yeah, exactly. If you don't know it, right?
Yeah, you know, it's more like, why is this so chewy?
Yeah. Beyond meat.
You know. Joe, you can all get a point of inspiration for that.
And you said we need 10 points to buy a feat.
Yes.
This was my first point. Yay.
No.
Same.
Mine too.
Oh. In my Saturday campaign, they've been running now for almost a year. I think last year the Dragonborn got 10 points just before the end of the year, and the Tiefling is now on 9 after I gave him a point of inspiration the other day, so he's on 9. So it gets there. It gets
Yeah.
there, but it definitely takes a while. Definitely takes a while. But John, she's happy with the food. They all enjoy it, and Svalga will then basically get you guys ready to head out to where it is that you want to go. We are, however, going to end off here. My power is going off in 15 minutes. Fun. And because it is 12 a.m. almost, I am not allowed to switch on the generator because we live in a residential area, so I can only switch it on up until 12 a.m. I'm not allowed to switch it on after 12. My neighbors don't complain when I switch it on between 10 and 12, but I don't want to push my luck. So,
Yeah.
stupid power outages. But yeah, you guys
Good game, everybody.
did quite interesting, a roundabout way of doing this.
Yeah, I mean, I hope we are in her favor a bit now.
Yeah, we have a conversation to have with her before we go anywhere, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
you do. Yeah, Shalga's just busy getting everything ready so that when you are ready to go, he doesn't have to say, oh, okay, just give me a minute, I still have to do this and this and this. So he likes to be ready for the moment that you say, okay, we're going. That,
Military man.
that he can just say, okay, I'm ready. Let's head out.
I'm like a little crestfallen that he no longer has any ingredients to cook with. Next town that's not here, because I don't feel like buying humanoid meat, I will get some stuff.
All right. Well, I guess I have a D&D sex manual to read.
So
Yeah,
so
you
do
do.
I
See you guys.
apparently. I'll read that throughout the week. I skimmed it while we were on a bit of a break.
Ah,
I
Is
skimmed
that the
through it.
PDF you send or what?
Yes, D&D
Download it as a
5e.
PDF online.
The 5e guide to sex.
Yes. And some interesting things in there. Yeah, I don't know. I like the way that we do things. It's not. It's more. I'm gonna say natural. It's not as. Doesn't feel as forced. oftentimes when it comes to RP like that, especially if persuasion and things like that, if you RP it well enough, I don't make you roll for it. Because if you RP it well and I ask you to make a roll and you roll really shitty, even with advantage, I don't know, I just feel that